Butterfly gonna recap this and say Gotti caught a 30 on the dime road.
So all y'all wanna know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. That was crazy out the game.
Sometime SP to nobody that knows body.
Hit his area with 51. Everything in the Butterfly.
When you start rapping like that?
Let's get we got a couple subjects to talk about, but this is just one.
Yeah.
Ready? Mm-hmm. You already know what it is, man. Salute to the subscribers, that notification gang. Got my dog with me.
Showtime SP to nobody that knows bodies.
Choo Choo, RiceGangClothing.com for the merchandise. You heard me right. I'm back with my dog.
Yes, sir.
Let's get right to it.
Yeah.
I already dropped recaps for us. You know, just a little. That was the appetizer.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the entree. You know what I'm saying? I got you here, and the floor is yours, man. Wherever you want to go, wherever you
listen,
know what I'm saying, what you want to do.
So,
get to
Ultimate Madness 2, I believe that this one was not more of the upsets. I just didn't expect a couple people to lose the way that I thought they was going to lose.
Just go.
I do. There's in summary, I do believe that there was a robbery because of a malfunction.
Okay.
In another one, there was a body. It's a body. I'm not. Yeah, it's definitely a body, and I think that's how we can categorize a body, and it's in that fashion.
Okay.
The other two battles were good. We advanced, so you know that's always good. You know what I'm saying? We make the good picks, but we gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna start it right off the rip.
You going straight in?
I'm going straight in.
Straight in.
I'm going straight in. Emerson Kennedy was robbed.
Robbed?
I don't care what anyone says. I can debate that second round. Even with him starting it over, I can debate that second round.
Please explain. You're gonna have to explain.
So first round, EK was definitely snapping.
Okay.
He had not only back-to-back bars. It's the reason why a lot of people were, or I can understand why people was going against EK, because it sounded like it was the cadence that was there, and that's the way he had to do it. And I don't know how the flow and everything was just a flow.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It sounded like it was like, you know, it was written, but you could tell it was catered. Whereas Holmesy's energy was just out the gate. It's the energy and yeah, he's barking, the hunger and all of that. Like, it's just EK was a little bit too calm in an environment where it needed to be very hostile. Holmesy caught he caught a good win against Saga. Like, you know what I'm saying? People would say that he caught Saga slipping. I don't know.
Right.
He had on a pair of slippers though. I know that.
Okay.
But in this one, I was like, no, Holmesy ain't gonna make it. He can't be EK. He's not a better writer than EK. And then here we have this bullshit. And I honestly believe that when it did that second round, slippy, blippy, sippy, sippy, skitchy, I'm not rocking with that. And y'all know why I'm upset. Because I thought it was me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be having bad reception where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ever had, you know, we old school. So, you know, you gotta hold your phone like in a different angle.
When you leave the house, off the Wi-Fi, you go outside, and that little connection.
You hit that buffer. I'm like, nah.
Because I had to walk my dog, right? So I'm going outside to walk my dog, and it started to be all. I'm like, oh, nigga, we gotta go back inside. So
right. It's like, listen, hey, forget whatever you got going on. Let's go.
So I get back inside, and it's just not. It's not. The connecting wasn't connecting. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like
they then threw up a little thing, a little message saying that we working the technical difficulties. We'll be right back. And then once you do that, it sucks the energy out
of the round,
of the whole round. And then not to mention, EK was already like 3/4 into his round,
and he was snapping.
So for him to start it over, it just dried him out. So that's why people can be like, all right, well, I'll give the second round to Holmesy and I'll give the third round to Holmesy. Now, if we were going to debate any round, I would debate that second round, and I definitely can debate that third round, because EK definitely won that first round. But a lot of people were saying that EK won that first round and Holmesy had the second and the third. That's only because the momentum picked up when the stream came back on. No slight, no hate towards Holmesy. The guy, my nigga, you are hungry. And I'm loving that hunger in you. But we're going to talk about who you got next. The next battle after that was that Wavy and Nun.
Okay, we gonna go through all four, so it don't even matter. But I know what order you going in. We already know.
Oh yeah,
but
you gotta give him the heat, and you gotta give him the medium.
Okay,
so you had so I believe it was Wavy and Nun.
Facts.
And to me personally, I just felt as though that it was 87.
Okay,
regular.
For both sides?
For both sides. I just felt like it was regular.
Regular?
I just felt
None was snapping.
none was snapping, but he was going against. Here's the thing: none was snapping. But I honestly feel like I still want to keep that pressure on him because I don't want him to think that he was snapping, he was doing good, he got a chance at winning this. No, I still don't think you're gonna win.
Okay.
I gotta keep that. But go ahead.
I got 2 lines of the night. 2 lines out of all of the battles that were the lines of the night. One line is in the last battle, and I'm sure you know what line it is. We'll get to that later. The other line of the night was that how you wanted something for a Summer Madness reward when you've been on Summer Madness before. That was crazy. Because when you talk about
it was hot.
It was hot. That shit sent Wavy back home on the first thing smoking. Like you compete. He said you said you never fell off. Oh, you sure? He like literally asked him a question. Oh, you said you never fell off?
Never.
Oh, are you sure? Well, why are you competing for a Summer Madness reward when you've been on Summer Madness before? I said,
it was hot. It was hot.
You. Nah, it was
It was hot.
More than hot. Muy caliente, nigga, very hot.
It was hot in there. Only reason why I'm saying that is because
that nigga burnt the sleeveless hoodie off that nigga with that shit, man.
he ain't had no sleeves
shit,
to
my
begin
bad.
with. Salt water for the slaughter. He said
he ain't had no sleeve. He burnt the sleeves off.
The sleeves off. I mean, I wasn't feeling.
Any nigga with a sleeveless hoodie wasn't gonna win 25 grand.
I mean, Wavy had the energy.
Right.
The energy is there, but it was the total opposite of what Holmesy's energy was.
But he be performing too much. He be performing like cats on Broadway or Chicago with all this fucking extra theatrics and the can shooting. Put one in the Patriot, the Cam Newton. Like that's just too much. It's like the performance is on 10, but then the punches be on like pick a number. I don't know.
I got you. Now, I may catch some slack for this, but it's fine. One of my top 5 favorite battle rappers just got into the bars. Like when his last opponent, that was when we was like, yo, let me find out he got bars. Hitman Holla has all of the performance in the world. He has all the performance for everything.
Yeah.
But a lot of people had that stigma with Hitman Holla that his bars weren't, that they don't hit that hard, but it's how he...
I remember he said some shit against Bill Clegg. The nigga said, I used the Tommy to get the white like the Green Ranger. I said, yo!
And then we sit here
when you start rapping like that?
Exactly. But that's what the thing about Wavy was. Wavy had a lot of energy, and it was great, but it just wasn't, the bars was just like...
Very, very, very...
It was 87.
Very
regular. And I feel like that regular performance, like for all of that energy, to me it just kind of soured Nun's performance for me too. Cause I was like, yeah, it's clear that Nun's gonna win.
I still got Nun. I liked what he did.
No, I'm not saying Nun lost.
No, not at all. I still love what Nun did. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I loved what he did versus Loso. I loved what he did versus. I like what he did. Like he's really asleep. He's the dark horse of this tournament. He has the type of punches and performance because it's not super performance based. He's a heavy punch. He's a heavier puncher than most of the guys in the tournament. He's throwing a lot of haymakers. He's bringing a lot of reality raps. He's all in people's space. He has the skill set to win the whole thing. Now the thing is, there's certain things he's gonna have fire rounds and just a little bit of luck on his side to win the whole thing. But the talent is there. You know what I'm saying? And they always say, hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. I will say this, Nun's one of the hardest workers in this tournament. He's working hard.
He's definitely showing improving.
He wasn't supposed to be Loso.
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
Right? Wavy, we picked him to be Wavy.
Yep.
The reason why, because I said Wavy's got a lot of theatrics. The bars is just, they don't really get, and Wavy battles Steams in the first round.
And yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest.
It wasn't
with that.
crazy.
Yeah. So, I respect what you're saying.
Yeah.
But Nun's gonna move on. He's got to battle Bill Clegg. We'll talk about all those battles, sooner or later. So let's keep it going.
Now we gonna get to the motherfucker. We gonna get to one of the bodies. Okay? Right? Danny. We voted for you to go 3-0.
3-0, 30 clips.
You did exactly that, Danny. It was so good to watch Danny work in that battle.
Okay.
Because it just felt like Danny wasn't trying to be extra, but he was just enough. Like you could tell, like when you see Danny, he has different levels.
Right.
When he battled Disaster, he knew he had to be.
Yeah.
You ain't see Danny not do one bar. You don't see him do none of that right now. Why? Because he's focused.
Yeah.
Tink just dropped the ball. Literally,
period.
Like dropped the ball, and that to me is a body, and it's every round where he lacked in every round, and for Danny to just coast through like that, it was my man was in autopilot.
Yeah, he
hopped in the HOV lane. It was just me and you in the car. We just hopped in the HOV. We was going.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, right? Tink the Demon, and I'm gonna take this from John the Don. I want to spread his sentiment. I listened to his All of the Above podcast. Make sure you listen to his All of. It's actually good. It's on the Anchor app. It's on Spotify. Things like that. Free promo. John's not paying me for this, but it's all good. He said, you take Tink the Demon, who hasn't battled in like 2-3 years, and you put him straight into a tournament style. He probably should have had some battles first, you know what I'm saying? Like, took a couple battles to get his feet wet, see what he was dealing with, see the temperature, and now adding a little spice to what he said. But you throw him right back into a tournament style like this, and then his second rounds versus Danny Myers, he wasn't going to beat Danny Myers anyway. There was no way. Danny Myers could battle tomorrow. Like, he literally could battle tomorrow. Like, he's literally, like, on autopilot with this shit. Like you said, he could go. He has, I promise you, whoever, all the 4 people that's left, the 3, because he's one of them. He ain't gonna battle himself. Right. But out of the 3 people that's left, I can guarantee you, like I know, like Danny Myers has already crafted material for every possibility. You see what I'm saying? So with Tink the Demon, he comes out in his first round, he chokes after like 2-3 bars. When he did that, I was like, he's getting 30.
This is it.
I was like, there's no ways. I was like, dude. First of all, I don't even need to know what Danny's gonna say, but I know one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Danny's not gonna choke.
He's not.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna choke, not for no 25 grand. And
should you feel bad for Tink, or should you glorify Danny's performance?
Glorify Danny's performance.
Of course, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to say that, I mean, at the same time, I could feel bad for Tink because they did throw him in the gauntlet, but at the same time, that's what you would get put at anyway. I mean, if anything, they was going to put Tink against somebody that was
in there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, let alone him to advance the first round against... Franchise was supposed to smoke Tink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Franchise was really supposed to smoke him. Like, what are you doing here?
Right.
But Tink made it through, and I was very happy for that. But I mean, at the same time, once you go against Danny, it's curtains.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna beat him anyway.
No.
I mean, because his best round was the second round. He got through the second round.
Yeah, he did.
But the thing is,
if I'm nitpicking, and this is just me nitpicking, he's very he's basically I want to say he has an Arsenal effect, not with the disrespect, but he's gruesome. Like, he's very graphic. That's good and all, but there has to be a structure to that graphic. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna get graphic, at least have a point to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that your body still decomposes after 5 days. Okay. Well, what about I killed the piano player. Now his body really decomposing because piano players are... It makes sense. Make it make sense for me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm giving out gems.
Right.
But Danny did what he's supposed to do, 3-0. We appreciate that win. That is exactly what took us to the next round. And now we're going to get into this last battle. It was the most anticipated battle. This was the one battle that a lot of people was going to debate back and forth. It was like, well, listen, Bill don't got the bars like that. Bill can't angle like that. Bill don't have those type of things. When have you not seen Bill do what he's supposed to do? Especially,
I have.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying, but
that was old Bill.
Yeah, because Bill. All right,
it was old Bill.
I'll take you down like and I'm gonna just speak this piece, and then I want your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've given my opinion. I've said what I thought about the battle, whatever the case may be. But they want what you think. So Bill Collector is one of these type of guys. He's taken himself through a whole myriad of different situations in his career. You know, he spoke about him from the BB gun builds and him getting into the fight. I mean, and he's literally went all around the world to come to where he's at now, full circle. A lot of people didn't respect Bill Collector, said he didn't have the bar, said he was clearly going to lose. people was picking him to definitely lose. Going into this battle, he was supposed to be the bad guy.
Yep.
But the antics and things that his opponent did made it flip the table.
It did.
Because people was looking at it like, dude, you just did all of this versus Danny. Then when somebody does it to you, you act like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it made people kind of like turn the narrative and shift on him, you know.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna say about this, what I was gonna say about this battle, and when we was making our picks, you was the one. It was him who said, we was kind of like going back and forth, who could win. He said, go with Bill Collector. I was gonna go with him anyway, but you was definitely the one that cemented that. And I wanted to leave it here. I said, Ryder, who battled.
The week before.
And the battle still ain't came out yet. You might as well come on now, let that one go.
Come on, man. Release it. Release the demons. You gotta release it. We already in the second round. We already know who's winning. Just go ahead and release that.
Ryder was the one who literally went around his back, went between his legs, and pretty much alley-ooped.
And Bill then took the ball, put it between his legs, around his back, and then was like,
the fucking angle to him.
allow me to write you my third.
He doing the alley-oop.
Listen. I watched that whole thing transpire. I watched the whole thing go down from the day Mike P won to them saying that he was gonna battle Bill.
Yep.
Bill was like, okay. I mean, I like what Ryder did. I like the angle that he did with it. But because Mike was so flustered, Bill started dropping a lot of photos. A lot of photos. Oh, this you? And then that's when the wheels started turning. I was like, this can get a lot deeper and it can get a lot uglier. And Bill Collector is not the person that's supposed to have that type of ammo because he's a jokester. He's a performer. He also has clever bars. So that makes him an angler. First round, he literally rope-a-doped you, Mike. He literally just held on the ropes and he just let you box because Mike was cooking. Mike was doing what he was supposed to do in that first round. It seemed like Mike was about to be triumphant in this thing because he shed light on the situation.
Right.
And then he danced around it. He gave a few little lines.
Right.
Bill said, okay, cool. Second round. This is where we turn it around because I see a lot of the clips on Twitter. Man, those lines that we hearing, that came from the second round. When he was like, he said, you don't see the blog. He said, but once Ryder said it, that's when you started showing emotions. He said, then he was like, you don't think that the bloggers and the rappers, we wouldn't notice? Oh, he said, you ain't think the OnlyFans was the people you were supposed to notice? Like,
yeah, OnlyFans can see you doing whole shit.
Whole shit, my bad. OnlyFans can see you doing whole shit?
He was cooking at that. And the second, wasn't that the Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson was the third.
Okay.
The second round was also where he says, do you know how fucking depressed I am and don't show shit?
That was crazy.
That spoke to me. Here. You know why? Because it's real. We all go through some shit. Right. It's just all about how you deal with it.
Right.
In that light, Mike was in front of a bunch, like he was on live, like, and you could tell he was flustered. You never let him see you sweat, and you never let him see you pissed. You did both.
Right.
And Bill decided to dance all on that. Second round, he was still dancing around. He says, listen, he said, he said, after this, I'm gonna take you and throw you off the roof to get rid of this embedded anger.
That's second round, yeah.
To get rid of this better anger. He said, oh, you didn't get it? Cause if he said,
if Bill passed, I'm at his White House to take him to the
legislator.
Yeah.
Because when you pass a bill, it goes to the legislator. But
the
double entendre is because there's ledges.
Right.
Later, but go ahead.
Correction. The Michael Jackson and all that was in the first round.
It was in the first round.
Yeah, it was. He said, and I quote. He said, Nina busting brain bros, catch him lagging. The game froze, shoot till his legs fold. Then he get the hand me down for Mike like Tito and Jermaine clothes. Mike get the big nose, the little nose. Who's bad? I'm snapping right. This smooth criminal, dangerous for them Jacksons, Mike. Pistol whip him so fast they couldn't tell if he was black or white. That was crazy. That was
Are,
definitely.
are we? I mean, are we really about to do it? Because I can definitely tell you what he said. He says, he says, I was supposed to have Magic Mike, but still managed to dance on the poles.
Yeah, because Magic Mike was dancing.
Pause. Asher Broad. Unpause. Collector is cold. I sell pothole. He said, I sell a pothole. That's word to the dent in the road. Cause I sell a pothole, dent in the road. It's fine. He says, this dope police dog, it connect to your
Yeah, okay.
Just let it. Second round though. This is the second round. That third round, he decided. Wait, the reason why I said the second round was so crucial because what happened in Mike's third round?
Jersey. He moved to Jersey.
Man, he went to Newark, he went to Trenton, he went to South Ward, he went to man. My grandmama from Chislehurst. That's like all the way there. But either way, it's still Jersey. Let me tell you something.
A lot of people don't remember, right? Mm-hmm. If you listen to the end, because they got apps for that, you can see it again, right? Because if they hide and ride this shit, this might be a bill. This shit not gonna come out for like another month. But don't kick me out of the tournament. I'm sorry. Fuck, kick me out. But anyway, I made it to the Final Four. If you kick me out, it's all good. We got far enough.
Right.
If you hear the end of Mike P's round, I did screen record it. I'm sorry. The last line he says is way off. He says way off, right?
Yeah.
And Bill Collector picks up right where he left off.
He said way off.
You way off? He said, man, that chick got you way off. Get well, twerk. Rest in peace to LB the boss.
Rest in peace.
Because Bill lost, bro. They thought on his card he'd be offset. So they see me go take off. Till they watch me go take off. Then wrap right around his head like EK in the face off.
Just no.
You could. I'm good. I don't want to talk anymore. You got it.
Proper breakdown. When it's time.
You sure?
Oh, there will be time.
But what's my favorite line of the whole battle of the whole night? I need that at least.
He said, made you lose. He said, oh yeah, she had Rada in the back like a Uber pool. Made you lose your cool. Got so mad at Rada, you went on Twitter and followed all of us, nigga. That's not gonna make her unswallow all of them, nigga.
Yes.
So we're going to move this. We're going to move this right here. We're going to move this right here. The first round we let it go because the Michael Jackson line was cool. Second round, you was snapping the OnlyFans line. It was also cool. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about the depression. That was also fine. But when you said you decided to unfollow all of us, nigga, that's not gonna make us swallow. It's not gonna make her forget about unswallowing all. You need to get your mans. You need to get your mans. You need to get your mans. Get your mans.
Okay.
All of them.
Now, question: Is it a clear win or is it a body bag?
It's body.
You got body, right?
That's a.
Even if you make the first round debatable, is it still a body?
It's body.
You got fucking body. Got his ass.
I would say it's a body. Definitely, I would say it's a body. Reason being is because there was two consistent things in there. There has to be a choke, and then it also has to be a sense of fluster, and you could tell. Mike was bothered, yo. He like he could do nothing in that third round. Only thing Mike could do was laugh.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? What round, when it's all said and done, I want to put all three rounds, the biggest rounds recently. Danny Myers second versus Mike P second versus Danny. Ryder's round versus Mike P, or Bill Collector's round versus Mike P. Which one is going to be the biggest when all the dust settles?
Out of those three.
Because
I'm about to say, I got a top five.
I'm talking about those three. Damaging.
I still want to say Mike P's second round. I will say that. I think this doesn't put no... Yeah. I'm going to say Mike P's second round. Because the whole round meant, like, it was a lot. It was... parallel. Like, I could just hear that in my head. With Rada, I really didn't like the line. I really didn't like that angle. Like I didn't like that. I used to fuck your bitch type thing. I just didn't like it. I couldn't get with it. The fact that Bill said that I didn't used to fuck your bitch, but like you know what I'm saying, but bro, hey, a lot of niggas did. You know what I'm saying? To me,
as soon as she sat in my lap, you seen I was cut from a different color.
see, I ain't even gotta use the shirt to get up.
Yeah,
That's gonna get broke. Listen, I'm buying a silk shirt. So I'm gonna need you. That's why I need you to up that check a little bit. So
I got you. I got you.
What I'm saying is, strategically and lyrically, I still got Mike, but all around entertainment-wise, Bill Collector's third. Yeah, Bill Collector's third.
But in this battle, so you had Bill Collector 2-1?
Yeah, I had Bill Collector 2-1.
Okay,
Clearly.
So you gave Mike the first?
I gave Mike the first.
Goods didn't give him any round. Goods said 3-0.
Goods also needs to stay a judge. I'm fine with Goods being a judge. I'm all man.
I know why he said 3-0 though. Like if you get beat like that shit negated the first.
Forget. That's what I feel. You said, man, listen, I gave Mike the first, but damn.
Your ass whoop.
Hey, and there's so many other battles.
He's very cocky. He was very, I'm winning this whole thing. I'm the best rapper alive and all that. Man.
I mean, LeBron said the same thing. And
he said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. And, it was what it was. But, he'll recover. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You got any parting words, man?
I feel as though that Mike, the parting words is, EK got robbed.
Okay.
Holmesy is the dark horse. But Holmesy and None are both dark horses. But look who y'all are meeting up against. Nope, not gonna say that. Not gonna say it, but we won't. And then last but not least, Bill, you a fool.
But did the L get mailed out?
Oh, listen. Well, it was there the whole time. We presented it the whole time. This is going to be gilded and get your mans. It's going to be gilded. Yeah, gilded. You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely throw some rhinestones on the back. It's going to be a photo of... Never mind.
Oh, my God. Can't.